We got the call on our way home that something was wrong. When we got here, we saw that the entire house was engulfed in flames. Just sitting there and looking at you, basically your whole life investment going up in flames. It did take a toll on us as a family. Once we decided to rebuild, the thought came up to use the Housing Authority of Grenada. After they sent in their quotation, which we thought was very, very reasonable, we decided to go with Housing Authority of Grenada. They were very helpful. They visited the site weekly. The staff was very professional. The contractor was very professional. They delivered our house on time. The quality of work was amazing. And as you can see today, we are not disappointed. I would definitely recommend Housing Authority of Grenada for all your construction needs. With their affordable costs, high level of customer service, guidance, and building expertise, they will help you as they help us.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess and Klein and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Do you need to get one of these tests done at an affordable price? Well, look no further. Visit Allied Laboratories by Fit for Life today. We offer VDRL, CBC, ANA, rheumatoid factor, D-dimer, TROP1, HbA1c, PT-INR, and PTT. Call one of our branches today, conveniently located at Grenville and Granats, and one of our staff members will be happy to assist. Please note that there are over 200 tests available, and these are only a few. So call today and book your appointment.
Fuel your dreams with a communal vehicle loan. It's a huge deal with super awesome rates and discounts. Get the vehicle that's just for you. Enjoy your journey. Make memories. Explore more. We're fueling dreams to your destination. It's a huge deal and it's just for you. Your destination, and we'll take you there. Call or message us on WhatsApp 405-6670 or 405-2248. Let's get you where you have to be with Communal and Friends. This special promotion is in collaboration with The Beacon Insurance, Netherlands Insurance, Greens Automotive, RF Motors, and Specialized Automotive. We're fueling dreams to your destination. Apply today. Lending terms and conditions apply.
Family fun days are here. Now is the time for movie marathons, tasty treats, and outdoor fun. At Courts, we have the TVs, appliances, grills, pools, and more to make your home the place to be. Get it all today with no cash when you shop with Courts Ready Finance. Family fun days are on now. Get what you need at Courts, bringing value home. Offer ends July 23rd. Conditions apply.
Oh yeah, okay. Welcome one and all to another Mikey Live program. I am your host, Mikey Hutchinson. We ain't staying too long on the program. As you can see, we have other things going on, but we just have to come on at least to let you know what's taking place for a short moment. You know, we multitasking and thing, you know. All right, so folks, I mean, it's Friday, and of course on Fridays we try to not keep you too long on the business. All right. We have the Calypso competition going on, the judging of the Calypso tents, and so on as well. All right, so let's get straight into the business. Tonight we're going to be talking about health and food safety. Also going to be talking about Grenada Cocoa Association, and they are about to host area meetings. All right, and as well, the Grenada Public Workers Union, they stand in solidarity and support of the GIS workers, and that's owing to an article that come up on the paper. Well, kind of. We'll talk about that and more. So we plan not to keep it too long on the program, you know what I mean? So although let me just do the thing. Yeah, I mean. So blessings to those of you who are just joining us, and again, welcome, welcome, welcome. We gotta let you know the headlines is brought to you through the kind compliments of course Grenada Limited, Digital Nawasa, and Housing Authority of Grenada, and of course Super Distributors. We're taking a quick break, and when we come back, it's real news in Olilililolo. So stay tuned. We'll be back.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via superb service. We are Superb Distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibbin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
I want you to control your anger. There's a way to feel better. That's one thing to remember. No matter where you are, you can be a star. Stop and take a deep breath and relax yourself. Take another deep breath and relax it, and relax it. Eliminate violence.
Yes, man, you have to eliminate violence in and around your homes, your communities, and things like that. It's everyone's responsibility. The Bank and General Workers Union, they are calling on the management of the Bellevue Exotic Farm, you understand, to pay workers outstanding salaries owed to them. All right, straight into the business. The Bellevue Exotic Farm, previously Bellevue Estate, it was a government-controlled estate which was commercialized back in 2015. Now, despite promises made by the investor and the government at the time that they would have been increased employment and increased production and better working conditions for workers, none of this, the union says, have materialized. Now, according to Joseph Mitchell, who is the head of the Secretariat of the Bank and General Workers Union, workers have not been paid for the last 3 fortnights, and their work shifts have been reduced from 5 days to 3 days per week. So the Bank and General Workers Union, they are concerned, they say, of the negative impact of the lives of the workers and their families, and they are encouraging the owners of the estate to honor their responsibility to the workers. Now, committed to defending workers' rights, the Bank and General Workers Union said that it continues, it continues efforts to identify and to locate the current local manager of the estate, since the previous manager around the end of June of 2022. Meantime, the executive and members of the Bank and General Workers Union will, what today is? The 15th. They're supposed to be hosting a meeting, a convention at the Carriacou James Athletic Stadium. So I'm not sure whether or not they got that done or they're going to be doing it tomorrow, but I know they were supposed to do the little thing. But anyway, they're saying that, listen, this thing needs to be fixed, and fixed as soon as possible. So they want the workers to be in a better position. And those who are responsible needs to ensure that. You understand? We're moving on. Consultants from the Food and Agriculture Organization, they're on the ground and are ready to engage all stakeholders in the health sector, they say. That's according to information released by the Ministry of Health. Now, the release says the collaboration between Grenada and the FAO will continue to be a relationship that fosters positive economic growth. Now, the Ministry of Health says that the sector has begun the process towards the realization of a transformative agenda, and as such, the health and wellness of citizens take center stage. The ministry also believes building resilience is synonymous with an excellent food safety culture mechanism. It says that the Food and Agriculture Organization is keen to frame a national health response to food safety. We are moving on. I tell you, we're not staying too long on the program. It's Friday. The Grenada Cocoa Association is set to host a series of area meetings with stakeholders in the sector during the week of July 20th to the 28th. So please be guided accordingly. Now, the first of its kind will be held next week, July 20th, in St. David at the Bellevue Cocoa Station, and on Thursday in St. Andrew at the Grenville Nutmeg Station. Both meetings are scheduled to begin at 3 p.m. in the afternoon. Now, the following Monday, July 25th, the association will be meeting cocoa farmers at the St. Patrick Nutmeg Station. Tuesday, they will meet at the St. Mark Diamond Chocolate Building. On Wednesday, 27th, at the St. John Anglican Pastoral Center. And Thursday, the final meeting will be held in St. George's at the Spice Basket. All area meetings will begin at 3 p.m. Please be guided accordingly. Ufum, what are we doing now? We're moving on. Tell her we ain't staying too long, so next story. Final story. I tell her I don't stay long. No, I'm more than one. Well, anyway. So the Grenada Public Workers Union, the GPWU, said that they'd like to denounce in the strongest possible terms the irresponsible attack on the workers of the Government Information Services, GIS, and members of the union in a back page article in the New Today dated Friday, July 15 of 2022. Now, the information contained in the article, according to the union, is untruthful, is untrue, and appears to willfully they say, and intentionally attempt to call into question the competence and the repute of workers of on the basis of falsehood and unsubstantiated claims. Sorry. You know, to be quite honest, I'm struggling with it, but I thought I could make it. I'm sorry. Jano! Good. Right? So let's go back to this one now. Okay? So, they say that the information contained in the article is untruthful, and it appears to willfully and intentionally attempt to call into question the competence and repute of workers on the basis of falsehood and unsubstantiated claims. The Grenada Public Workers Union makes the following publicly and categorically clear: that the union have verified with the permanent secretary, that's Mr. Norman Gilbert, today, 15 July 2022, formally responsible for GIS, that no human resource audit or assessment of the GIS was conducted, because the article said that, under the former administration, but that an assessment of the technical capacity of GIS, equipment, the instruments, social media, reach, etc., was conducted earlier this year. Therefore, the article premised on an authoritative source is totally false and misleading. Because again, for those of you who didn't know the article said that an assessment was done, like basically a study was done on the staff, and it found that about 8 members, and they call number 2, I ain't making it up, they say about 8 members should be let go because they're incompetent. That's almost the whole staff. That's what the article said. We're moving on. GIS workers are public servants, and like all service members of the service, have a sacrosanct duty to and perform service to the government and people of Grenada from one administration to the next. All long-standing workers are not employed by political parties, because they also call and say they know you had activists and da. Regardless of the instruments of appointments, individual workers may have or hold, GIS workers perform their duties according to the public service rules and regulations. All right, that's SR&O, which is constitutionally protected under the Grenada Constitution of 1973, authority vested in the Public Service Commission, Grenada. Now, the union further reminds that like every other citizen of this country, public servants have the constitutional right to freedom of association, including the right to support the political party of their choosing without fear or favor. As such, the union will not tolerate any attempt to attack, to intimidate, or to victimize any member of the service in the line of their duties, especially where it can negatively impact their lives and their careers. The Grenada Public Workers Union considers it exceedingly unfortunate, they say, that workers who are poorly paid have been serving under difficult conditions, in many cases without salaries increase or without salary increases for as much as 12 years, continuously suffering scrutiny from the public, and more recently physical attacks, are now willfully and intentionally called into further negative scrutiny on the basis of apparent falsehoods. Grenada Public Workers Union calls on the new today to recant this irresponsible article and reminds the general public that journalistic practice in Grenada is bound by a code of ethics and conduct, among which is a responsibility to the truth. A responsibility to the truth. The GPWU reassures all our workers that the union stands steadfastly with you under any circumstance. The union also calls on the NEC administration to support and protect public officers to safeguard against any further such attacks. Well, ask me what, Mikey? What? You all want to know what I think about that? You see, because I don't really like to. When I saw the thing, it hurt me, eh? You know why it hurt me? Because I know these people. I visit GIS from time to time, and I know what these people have to do. I know what these people have to work with. You understand? I know. I've seen it myself. And how, from limited resources, they make the best out of certain situations. You understand? I think I'm a technical genius. I went into GIS one time, and using what they had, which is not the best and most updated equipment and thing. Them men and them put this into that and 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 get the thing to work. I'm like, what? How y'all come up with that? I wouldn't even think about that. How y'all do that? So I know. And then on top of that, you get attacked. I think what made it really bad is that this picture of the staff. You have two of these guys who work with GIS, who works for me as well. And I know what these guys bring to the table. And so when I see something article like that, I'm like, what? But then again, you beg to, what? So how did they come up with that? How did they come up with that? But if you see thing, you talk about how they're incompetent and X, Y, and Z. I can't speak for everybody. You understand? But again, if it is based on information that is untrue, then the whole thing has to be squashed. Because it stated that there was a study that was conducted on the individuals, and about 8 of them it was recommended that about 8 of them be let go. So there is numbers, and there are facts that you present with those numbers, and all of that is false. So then how you come up with that? like when you go in school. You get up one morning and you say, listen. You remember in school, and it's like you get up one morning and say, okay, write an essay. Write an essay with no less than 100 words on the topic GIS, and then you just write. And then you choose fact or fiction, and then you choose fiction. But I don't understand. You remember in what is the subject again? What is the literature subject again? Whatever it is, I can't remember the damn thing. English B. Eh? You get an assignment. Write an essay in no less than 1,500 words on the topic GIS. Decide whether you're going fact or fiction, fiction, and then you choose fiction. And you just write. It's like a flicking novel. You understand? But you can't do that. You can't do that. Because these people have a family to feed, and they depend on their little walk and their little prankwine and thing to feed their family. So when you are asked to grind, because these asked them boy has been grinding all the days of their freaking life, you don't get innocent people involved and call it collateral damage. You don't do that. Because trust me, Virgin, that hurts. It hurts these people. You can't do that. When you're asked to grind, you deal with the people who you have the problem with directly. You do not get innocent people involved. That is more than the bro and sister code. That is like the main code. Because let me tell you this, brother. Today is their turn. And tomorrow and the rest of your life could be your turn. So you have to think about that, Virgin. You can't do people that dog. And I know sometimes you might have certain sources that you think. You know what I mean? Certain sources and things. But when you're in journalism, you have to know that if there is unverified information, you have to present it as such. And then especially that kind of information, if you do not have proper evidence to back that ish up, you leave that alone. That's what we know. As the article is saying, there's just a code. You understand? God, man. Oh, God, man. You know, when it comes to them things, I was crying. I'm not crying tonight because I'm vexed. You understand? I'm vexed. Don't get them, don't do that. Put up them people picture and them kind of vibes, dog. They put up them people picture. You can't do that. So now every time people see them people passing the street, they'll say, oh, that's the thing, that's what you can't do that, dog. You can't do that. And then I go back on the paper, I go back on the thing to see if I see the article there again. You understand? So that's further evidence of what is being stated here. You can't do that. Imagine somebody working for what $1,200-$1,300 for 12 years. And you still want to call him incompetent? 12 years, man, working for $1,200, $1,300. Well, if you ask me, there's another argument. Well, they're getting paid for the skill set. So then you still can't call him incompetent. Because what do you expect? If you pay a man $1,200, what do you expect from him? I'm just saying this to say that you're making sense, Doc. And these people perform their duties with passion. You understand? With passion. To the best of their ability. They might not be the best thing in the field. You understand? Who is? Who is? There's always room for improvement. You understand? So you give people that. You know what I mean? That hurt me, dog. That hurt me, dog. You know what I mean? You don't do them thing, and I know some of all see the article. You know, it just come down on them poor people and them like that. I mean, come on, man. We don't show the national report. For example, the national report is produced by GIS. And they have a whole stuff of other programs that they do. You understand? During the pandemic, these were the people who are going all over the place, doing this, doing that, doing this, doing that. Sometimes long days. When you wake up, them up already working. When you go to sleep in the night, they're still working. You understand? So, I would like to appeal to those responsible for that paper to stop. You know what I mean? To stop. When you are asked to grind it with the people that you had a problem with. Don't get other people involved. I would like to appeal to you to use the profession for what it was intended. Not to settle any personal scores, but to satisfy people's right to know in a fair, balanced, and responsible manner. People don't care about what you think and what you think. It's not about you. It's about the facts. So you report on the facts. And facts are reported on, not created. You hear me? Facts are reported on, not created. Right? You can make up your own scenario and then report it as a story. You cannot create your own headline and then make a story out of it and just stick like a thing inside it. Sources say, and think it's okay. Yeah? You just can't do that. Because at the end of the day, it's people's lives we're talking about here, Beijing. People's lives and their livelihood, okay? So I want to appeal. I ask you to dig deep inside you. To dig deep inside you. Somewhere in there. Huh? Is a man who knows what right is and who's willing to do it. Don't stifle that part of you. You know what's right and you could do it. Only if you try. All right? We go by the paper. You understand? Because people go now say, hey boy, whoa, they're thinking, we go by the paper. Don't worry about that. You understand? The paper go sell. Okay? The paper go sell. Right? I don't cry. I don't go cry. Let me just get it. There you go. Spiceman's Corporation now, they are looking for interested companies or organizations or even persons who would like to purchase and operate the bars at the SMC events for Spiceman's 2022. Now, interested tenders can purchase all the bars at the Progress Park, all the bars at National Stadium, or all the bars for all the events. Now, the events are, and the locations are as follows. Groovy semifinals, that's just coming up July 21st. All right, that's Progress Park. Then there is the Soca semifinals, July 22nd at Progress Park. Then there's Calypso semifinals, July 24th, Progress Park. Then there's Calypso final, August 4th, Progress Park. Then there's Children's Carnival Frolic, July 30th, National Stadium. Groovy and Soca Monarch, August 5th, National Stadium. And Panorama and an after party, August 6th at the National Stadium. The bars will be sold to the highest bidder. Winner of the bid must pay to SMC 50% of the cost before the first show and the remainder before the last show. Winners must abide by terms and conditions outlined by the SMC. Now, interested tenders, please email ceo@spicemassgrenada.com or you can call 440-0621 by Monday, July 18, 2022 by 4 p.m. So you have a couple of days for that because it's just Monday coming up this Monday. All right, guys. So there we have it. Permit me to take a little break, and we will come back. All right. So let me just do a little thing, and we come back. And when we come back, we'll have the national report and the weather. And yes, the national report is produced by the GIS. We'll be back.
We got the call on our way home that something was wrong. When we got here, we saw that the entire house was engulfed in flames. Just sitting there and looking at basically your whole life investment going up in flames. It did take a toll on us as a family. Once we decided to rebuild, the thought came up to use the Housing Authority of Grenada. After they sent in their quotation, which we thought was very, very reasonable, we decided to go with Housing Authority of Grenada. They were very helpful. They visited the site weekly. The staff was very professional. The contractor was very professional. They delivered our house on time. The quality of work was amazing. And as you can see today, we are not disappointed. I would definitely recommend Housing Authority of Grenada for all your construction needs. With their affordable costs, high level of customer service, guidance, and building expertise, they will help you as they help us.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess and Klein and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Fuel your dreams with a communal vehicle loan. It's a huge deal with super awesome rates and discounts. Get the vehicle that's just for you. Enjoy your journey. Make memories. Explore more. We're fueling dreams to your destination. It's a huge deal and it's just for you. Your destination, and we'll take you there. Call or message us on WhatsApp 405-6670 or 405-2248. Let's get you where you have to be with Communal and Friends. This special promotion is in collaboration with The Beacon Insurance, Netherlands Insurance, Greens Automotive, RF Motors, and Specialized Automotive. We're fueling dreams to your destination. Apply today. Lending terms and conditions apply.
Family fun days are here. Now is the time for movie marathons, tasty treats, and outdoor fun. At Courts, we have the TVs, appliances, grills, pools, and more to make your home the place to be. Get it all today with no cash when you shop with Courts Ready Finance. Family fun days are on now. Get what you need at Courts, bringing value home. Offer ends July 23rd. Conditions apply.
Hey man, when we come online, you only juking up your phone.
Yeah boy, Nawasa say they have an app. I can't find it. I check Play Store. I do a Google search. I can't find it. Man, I get fed up, man.
Nah man, because you look in the wrong place. The app is web-based.
Web-based?
Yes, you access it via your web browser, right? You can add it to your home screen or your desktop, like any regular app. Watch. Look, I have it on my phone. Right? And you can access it or add it to any device, your computer, your tablet, any device.
Well, how are doing that and I can't find it?
Okay, watch. All you have to do is open your browser, right? And type mobile.nawasa.gd. And voila, you see?
Hey, just so?
Yes, and you can download it or access it via the web. Once you have a reliable internet connection, right? You can run the app anywhere, anytime.
So, how I adding that to my home screen?
Right, so you click on those 3 dots, right, or your web browser setting, and look for the option to install app or add to home screen. Easy peasy.
Well, thank you. Now I could help Auntie June because she was having the same problem too.
The Nawasa app, versatile, fast-paced, and always up to date because it's web-based. So Auntie June won't always have to install update. Once a change is made to the app, it updates automatically, no hassle.
Well, that's a good thing.
Mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via superb service. We are Superb Distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibbin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
I want you to control your anger. There's a way to feel better. That's one thing to remember. No matter where you are, you can be a star. Stop and take a deep breath and relax yourself. Take another deep breath and relax it, and relax it. Eliminate violence.
Spice Mass is back! And Grenada Distillers Limited wants you to win big with its Bottleneck promotion. With every purchase of pure white or special dark, you are automatically entered for a chance to win. Win tickets to Soca Mona. Win free costumes. Win bottles of Clack Scott Rum, Grenada's #1. Win cold hard cash and more. Simply write your name, address, and contact details at the back of this Bottleneck and insert in the boxes at participating outlets and the Clack Scott sales van. Win big for Spice Mass with Clack Scott, Grenada's #1 rum.
Welcome to Yogo. Most of you know us for our food delivery service and our food pass for free delivery from restaurants. But did you know you can also use us for grocery deliveries too? We've just added another 5,000 plus new items to Yogo's supermarket. And stay updated as we add more products and vendors. Yogo Services is our convenient skip the line offering. Let us pay your electric, water, and other utility bills for you. With us, you will be able to buy tickets, pay your rent, schedule bookings, and other services. Need a ride to get somewhere? Give Yogo Lyft a try. Select your pickup location and destination location and wait for our driver to collect you. Never have to worry about how you're gonna get to a place again. Please see website or app for our service locations. And sign up now.
Improvement of industrial relations said to be a major priority of the government of Grenada. We'll have details to this story and more in the national report. With the details to the news for Friday, July 15th, 2022, I am Chrisanne Mitchell. Minister for Legal Affairs, Senator the Honorable Claudette Joseph, says government considers as priority an improvement in the industrial relations climate in the country. The intention is to create an environment where workers are more satisfied. She explained that the first phase of the plan to pay teachers their dock salaries and make retroactive pension payments is already in motion. Next on the agenda is the issue of contracts and regularizing the status of workers in the public service.
For me, the first order of business will be to improve things in that specific ministry and to have more contented and satisfied workers. And that way, I know we're going to produce more, right? There are also some ongoing issues on the industrial scene. Top of them, the TAMCC issue. Well, my first order of business was to get a brief from the senior staff at that ministry so that I can fully understand the existing disputes, the positions of the parties, the state at which negotiations are with a view to resolving. Being ever conscious that as Minister of Labour, the law is very specific on when, as Minister, you intervene to resolve an ongoing dispute.
The Honorable Claudette Joseph is also responsible for consumer affairs. She says this new ministry was created to give consumers redress through a complaints bureau. Once established, the ministry will operate and implement policies in accordance with international standards.
We see the need to establish such a ministry because we think if we are talking about transforming the country, if we are talking about meaningful change, if we are talking about a more productive society at all levels, so the level of service, goods and services supplied to citizens must be one that, well, how should I put it, would be on par with other developed parts of the world. And consumers must have redress. Dissatisfied consumers, that is, must have redress. So we are looking to set up a system where there is a proper complaints bureau. There are standards that consumers and providers of goods and services alike would be fully aware of, and so that we can raise the standard all around in Grenada.
Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Roxy McLeach-Hutchinson, says Grenada continues to advance toward the full implementation of the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. P.S. Hutchinson says Grenada is committed to implementing 7 development goals to achieve a more sustainable future. These include quality education, climate action, gender equality, life on land, decent work, and economic growth. She was addressing representatives at the 2022 high-level segment of the Economic and Social Council in the United Nations headquarters in New York on Thursday. The meeting focuses on how to best develop forward-looking policy approaches to build back better and put the world back on track to implement the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development while advancing a more inclusive and network multilateralism. P.S. Hutchinson reported that Grenada has already started to implement policies and projects and is consulting with various stakeholders on the way forward.
The methodology and process for Grenada's VNR was that of a participatory process. Stakeholder consultations were held during the periods 2020 to 2022. The government organized these consultations in partnership with the United Nations system in Grenada. And these consultations featured the participants throughout the entire process, sharing their views and helping us to gauge the changes that may have occurred in the implementation in the earliest stages and to be able to capture them to represent in the Vienna report that we are sharing today. This consultation helped us to build ownership of the SDGs in Grenada, to create opportunities for communication, and most importantly, to provide the opportunity that we can collect the relevant data necessary to assess Grenada's true position. Government has taken a cross-sectoral approach inclusive of international agencies, private sectors, civil society, youth organizations to promote conservation, adaptation, and mitigation efforts at the national level.
The meeting, which started on Wednesday, July 13th, will conclude on Monday, July 18th, with a high-level segment ministerial meeting. It is being held under the theme Building Back Better from the Coronavirus Disease, while advancing the full implementation of the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. Government announces plans to introduce fishing in the school curriculum in keeping with its trust for greater investment in the sector. At the annual Fisherman's Birthday celebration at Melville Street on Thursday, government officials says training, improved storage facilities, improved marketing, and the introduction of modern technology are some of the strategies that will be implemented to ensure the growth of the sector. Minister for Fisheries and Cooperatives, Honorable Lennox Andrews, says the importance of fishing must first be implanted in the minds of students.
Fishing is an industry. In fact, fishing is a science. And if it is a science, then that science must be taught to our people who want to become fishermen. And therefore, our fishermen have to be qualified. Our fishermen have to be certified. And there is no reason why our fishermen cannot say that I am a qualified fisherman, I have a degree in fishing. And that is what will bring the pride and the industry that we are looking for in this noble field of economic activity. So very soon, fishing will be taught in schools.
In his first public address as Minister of State with responsibility for agriculture and lands, fisheries and cooperatives, Senator Adrian Thomas says the fisheries sector must be restored to a model fisheries management entity.
As a nation, we must seek and find the most modern vessels and equipment that will allow us to smartly exploit our resources. The headache of storage facilities must be eliminated. The marketing problem must be something of the past. Over time, it is our intention to address the problems to improve the livelihoods and lives of our dear fisherfolk. We must restore the fisheries division to what it once was. A model fisheries management entity with top-notch technical officers, updating our fisheries policies and regulation to bring about efficiency in the system is our desire. And to ensure that our marine space is protected, developed, and smartly exploited.
Also addressing the celebrations was Member of Parliament-elect for the town of St. George, Honorable Peter David. He encouraged the fisherfolk to ensure sustainability in their fishing trade.
Fisherfolk must understand that if we don't fish in a sustainable way, the way you look at the world, the way the world is going, we can find ourselves in difficulties in the future. So I just urge that we ensure that our methods of fishing, the way we conduct all of the processes in the chain of the fishing industry is done in a way that generations to come, because we can't be a selfish generation. We can't only think about our economic well-being at this time. We have to think about our children, our great-grandchildren, and our great-great-grandchildren.
This is the National Report. The news will continue after the break.
One magical night, 7 distinguished contestants vying for one crown on one stage. The Spice Mask Corporation presents Majestic Wednesday on July 27th at the Spice Basket from 8 p.m. Come witness a majestic evening with colorful costumes, exquisite evening gowns, diverse talents, poise, and elegance. 7 delegates will represent their parishes to compete for the title of Miss Spice Mask 2022. Miss St. John, Aaliyah Charles, Miss St. David, Tamara Mitchell, Miss St. Mark, Junisha Hostin, Miss St. Patrick, Rohanda John, Miss St. Andrew, Shante John, Miss St. George, Risa McIntosh, and Miss Carriacou and Pity Martinique, Kimlan Phillip. Admission only $50 more on the day. The beauty of our Spice Island ladies will shine on Majestic Wednesday, July 27th from 8 p.m. at the Spice Basket. See you there.
Welcome back. The Public Service Department in Petite Martinique will now be better served following the procurement of a new vehicle. The Isuzu van, which is in the care of the police department on the island, will also serve nurses and other government workers. A handover ceremony was held on Thursday and witnessed by residents who expressed joy as it happened less than 2 weeks after Minister Tevin Andrews officially took office. Honorable Andrews, Minister for Carriacou and Petite Martinique Affairs and Local Government, said this was part of his campaign promise. He said this is the beginning of the transformation process.
The mere fact that I've been on the job now for less than 2 weeks, and we get the vehicle for Petite Martinique, which was a campaign promise, because we heard the plight of the people. Petite Martinique, we heard the plight of the nurses, the workers in the ministry, and of course the plight of the people, of the police officers and so on. And here we are, delivering on the promises that we've made. And it's just the beginning. It's just the beginning of more to come. Your fears and your worries, your concerns have now been laid to rest. We have delivered. It's the beginning of many things to come. And you now have your brand new, not second-hand thing come to Petite Martinique, brand new vehicle to facilitate government services right here on the island of Petite Martinique.
Permanent Secretary Mr. Javan Williams was instrumental in procuring the vehicle. He lauded Mr. Mike Sylvester, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Finance, who worked with him in this regard.
On behalf of the advice and direction of our minister, and the call of the people of Petite Martinique who have been looking for vehicle assistance to contribute to facilitate the services of government. We have some main services here in the respect to education, health, police, and the ministry at large. And the direction was to find a vehicle to assist in the services. So I want to say a special thanks to the Ministry of Finance, who cooperated with us extremely well to ensure that this was possible, so we can have this vehicle delivered today. So the star of the day is the minister for his hard work thus far, ensuring that we try to meet the service of the people.
And finally, in the news, the Ministry of Education, Youth, Sports and Culture has pledged its support and willingness to work with Dawn Ollett, the Grenadian-born author and illustrator who co-authored the culturally relevant book, Jabari, the Word Wizard, with 6 of the nation's students. Speaking at the recent launch at the St. Paul's Government School, District Education Officer Natasha Thomas said the ministry is pleased and ready to partner in similar initiatives. Sorana Mitchell has this report.
What does it mean to you to be a young author?
I'm shocked. I'm shocked, but it's actually fun. I'm glad I still remember the team that I started with, and we're still close as before. It's an amazing experience. Yeah.
What do you want to be when you leave school?
A journalist.
You heard that right. Itisha Williams wants to be a journalist, and the others, a marine biologist, gynecologist, app developer, and accountant. But it all started with a book. Jabari, the Word Wizard.
Would you write another book?
Yes, I would.
The 6 past pupils of the St. Paul's Government School, Israel Charles, Kenaya McMeo, Kevin Regis, Itisha Williams, Davian John, and Judy Mahan, are the youngest published authors in the country. Under the tutelage of Grenadian-born author and illustrator Donna Lett, who is the daughter of the first principal of the primary school, the book became a reality.
We talked about it and discussed it and finally decided, let's write a superhero that's intrinsically Grenadian. And what's more intrinsically Grenadian than a jab-jab? They show up all over the place, right? On Carnival. So we decided to write about a real one. And we had so much fun doing it. And they each contributed their bits to the story. And I want you to know that they edited it, they proofread it, they took it home in turns. I'll come in and work with them twice a week and just had so much fun. You know, because it's a book, but it also opens up the possibility of what else you can do. You know, what else you can do with your imagination. You've done that. You've done your first book at 10. So anything is possible now.
District Education Officer Natasha Thomas congratulated the youngsters and pledged the ministry's support as well as its willingness to work with Alette on similar projects in the future.
For schools, publishing quality work continues to be a challenge. May I say, not a challenge for talent or skills, but a challenge of scarce resources. Therefore, the ministry, Ms. Alette, is pleased and happy to partner with you, the daughter of the first principal of the St. Paul's Government School, also known, formerly known as St. Paul's Modern School. We are ready to partner in any other venture of similar nature. We are forever grateful for your role in mentoring the students and to ensure that these 6 young authors were able to produce such culturally relevant book.
The students took turns reading their favorite parts of the book.
Kenaya ran to get the school principal as Judy raced back from the bathroom with a glass of water. She poured it on Miss Mitchell. "Don't pour it on her," said Kevin. "She has to drink it." When everything was settled and the principal left the room, Jabari took his seat in the front of the class.
One of the co-authors, Kevin Regis, was absent at the book launch. For the National Report, I am Sarana Mitchell.
Thank you, Sarana. And that story brings us to the end of the National Report for today, Friday, July 15th, 2022. On behalf of the entire news and production team here at the Government Information Service, I am Chrisanne Mitchell saying thank you for joining us. Thank you very much, Chrisanne, and the rest of the GIS News team. We take a look at the weather, and then after that, we're going to say hello to you. The weather is expected to be cloudy to overcast with some brief to scattered showers and the possible isolated thunder. Tonight's minimum temperature 24 degrees Celsius. Winds east-northeasterly to easterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Seas moderate to slightly rough, waves 5 to 7 feet in open waters. A small craft advisory is in effect for tomorrow. Well, for tonight, sorry. Taking a look at the weather for tomorrow, weather is expected to be partly cloudy to overcast, slightly hazy and windy with some brief to scattered showers and the possible isolated thunder improving by midday. Max temperature 29.5 degrees Celsius and a minimum 25.5. Winds east-northeasterly to easterly at 16 to 26 miles per hour, gusting higher at times. Seas moderate to rough, waves 6 to 8 feet in northeasterly to easterly swells. A marine advisory is in effect. For Sunday, the weather is expected to be partly cloudy to overcast and breezy with some brief to scattered showers and possible isolated thunder. And that's going to be improving during the night. Maximum temperature 29 degrees Celsius and a minimum 25. Winds east-northeasterly to east-southeasterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour, becoming variable to calm at times. Seas moderate to rough, waves 6 to 8 feet in northeasterly to easterly swells. And there's going to be a marine advisory in effect for Sunday as well. So that's what your weather will be like for tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday, God's willing. Before we wrap up tonight's program, we want to say hello to a few people. We want to say hello to those of you who are on YouTube. We have Suzanne, we have Louise, Wade, we have Glenora, and the whole team. We say hello to you. And those of you who are on Facebook, the usual suspects, Joseph and Rayburn, and Rosemary and Praise and Worship, Nikki, Kirin, Dalian, Bermuda, Michelle, Claire. You guys are always there. Elise, hello. I really appreciate you guys. Blessings to you, okay? Rolander, Zaka, blessings to you as well. Edjova, I see you. Who else? Angel is there, Vicky is there, Yvonne is there. So blessings to you and to the sharers. You know, they're in a category out of themselves, a different category, the sharers. Hello to you as well, and thank you for sharing. It's a pleasure having you do that. All right, so blessings everyone, and may God bless you. Wishing that you have yourself a great weekend. You can expect to see some lives. We will be doing the Calypso judging on our page as being done now. And as well, you can expect to see some football on our page as well. So we're going to be quite busy for the weekend. God blessings, and take care, you and the family. Let's go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we all say, Ja! No! Take care.